Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and here's a random battle on Pokémon Showdown. So we start off with Rhyperior and Moltres. My opponent switches out to his Cofagrigus. I figured he was going to switch out, so I went for Rock Polish, but I can't really do anything to Cofagrigus, so I go into Luxray. He switches into his Gourgeist, which works fine for me because I managed to get off my Toxic Orb, but I can't do jack shit because I get a Leech Seed, so I get the hell out of there. Expecting some kind of move. I don't know why I switched into Gourgeist, so then I switch back into Luxray, fearing a Will-O-Wisp, which works out just fine because Luxray is already toxic, but I get hit with the Leech Seed, which really sucks. I try to go for a Crunch, it doesn't kill it out in one hit, and it doesn't really do quite enough damage after the Leech Seed for it to really matter, so he goes into the Torkoal. I go for a Crunch. It doesn't really do too much damage, obviously, because Torkoal has crazy defense, and at this point I'm kind of sort of screwed. Luxray, I figured wouldn't help me out too much, so I figured I would just keep attacking, maybe go for a Paralysis, but instead I end up dying. So I go into Rhyperior. I knew he was going to switch, so I go for a Rock Polish. Unfortunately, once again, I can't really do anything against this Cofagrigus, so I figured, oh, what the hell, let me not waste this Rock Polish. So I go in for a Stone Edge. Obviously he burns me, which sucks Big.Giant.Balls, because I can't really do anything about that. Hits me with a Hidden Power or something. It's actually super effective, and I have a Weakness Policy, which is really cool because it pretty much negates the burn. So I go in for another Stone Edge, but it's not enough to kill it. Hits me with a Shadow Ball, and after burn I am dead. So then I'm like, well, shit. So I go into Malamar, hoping to go for a knockoff to kill this thing. Instead he switches into Torkoal, so I knock off that thing's Life Orb. With Malamar, I figured I might as well use Malamar how he's supposed to be, so I go in for Superpower. It's not enough to kill Torkoal, unfortunately, and I get hit with a Lava Plume, or not hopefully, luckily don't get burned, and then after that I just go for another knockoff just to finish that thing off. I don't know why I didn't go for a Superpower. Goes into Moltres, uses Hurricanes, misses, and I managed to get up a Substitute, uses another Hurricane, misses that too. Hit that with a knock off its Life Orb, which is really good, and I'm just, chilling here, getting my HP back. It finally decides to be smart and use a Fire Blast. I go for a Superpower, not knowing that it's resisted. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. I get the boost, but it doesn't really matter, because I get hit with Flame Body, so I'm burned, which is fucking balls, and it just burns me up after that with a Fire Blast. So I go into Milk Tank, who happens to be faster than Moltres, so I just hit that thing with a Body Slam. Don't get Flame Body burned this time. He goes into Cofagrigus, and I managed to kill that thing off with an Earthquake. Probably wasn't sure if I was going to have any sort of moves to hit it with. I'm guessing I didn't have Scrappy. So he goes into his Gourgeist, he throws a Burn at me, I throw a Toxic at him, hoping that I could whittle this thing down enough to kill it, but unfortunately he has Synthesis, which doesn't do me any good. So I figured I might as well just throw my Stealth Rocks out there, since, I need something that win me this battle. I try to go for an Earthquake, doesn't do jack shit. Instead I get hit with a Leech Seed, which doesn't help my case whatsoever. So I'm just sitting here getting burnt, not doing any damage, so I figured let me get the hell out of here, go into Dredagon, maybe he can do something. So he just takes a Seed Bomb to the face after getting hit with Stealth Rocks. Gourgeist is taking some damage. I switch because I know the burn is coming, and I know that I don't have anything faster than Gourgeist, so I just go back into Milk Tank to negate the burn, although it didn't really matter. Probably was better off getting burned and hitting this thing off with a move to finish it off. He switches into the Reniculus. I wasn't really expecting much, I just went for an Earthquake, trying to get a little bit of damage. I use a Toxic, but it doesn't matter because this thing has Magic Guard, or whatever that ability is that makes it so status moves don't affect it, so I just like, fuck it, let me just go for an Earthquake. I probably would have been better off going for a Body Slam, but whatever. I think I did the calc and maybe Body Slam was a little weaker, I don't know. Anyways, go into Jardigan, uses Super Punch, Sucker Punch, managed to take that thing out in one hit, luckily. But he brings out the Gourgeist and I'm burnt. I managed to throw out a Gunk Shot at it, but unfortunately it gets its leftovers, and that's not enough to kill it after Toxic, even though it brings it down to 2 HP, which fucking blows. So I switch out from from Dredagon into Gourgeist, expecting a Leech Seed, but instead he goes for a Synthesis, which sucks. So then I go back into Dredagon, thinking maybe he'll use a Will-O-Wisp. Fuck that up too, because he just gets all the way back to full HP, and I just have a dead Dredagon. So I figured I might as well go for Sucker Punch, since obviously he's going to try to finish me off with a Seed Bomb, which he does. However, Sucker Punch doesn't really do enough damage whatsoever. So instead, I got here Gourgeist that's pretty good HP, and now I got my own Gourgeist, who's burnt as hell. So I hit that thing with a Seed Bomb, because I really have no other move to hit that thing with. At this point, I've already typed in GG in the chat, because there's nothing I can do. So I just throw a Seed Bomb at this thing, kill it off, doesn't matter, see whatever his last Pokemon is, and of fucking course, is a Kangaskhan. What the hell am I supposed to do to a Kangaskhan? Hits me with a Fake Out, first turn, can't do jack shit. Obviously, the first thing I'm going to try and go for is a burn, but he fucking Mega Evolves. So it's a Mega Kangaskhan on top of that, like if my back wasn't already against the wall. So, hits me with a Crunch, does a lot of damage. I managed to burn him at least, so I use the Synthesis. The Crunch is surprisingly not doing super high amounts of damage, even with, you know, the extra damage from Little Baby, so I'm managing to survive a little bit. So I figure maybe if I synthesize a couple of times, I'll have enough HP to survive 2 crunches consecutively, and I can throw Leech Seed, and that should be able to maybe win me the battle, even with the burn and everything that's going on. So I just keep synthesizing, he keeps crunching at me, and I'm almost at full HP at this point. I thought, alright, next I can probably take a good 2 hits, but instead he gets the defense drop, which is fucking horrible. So now I'm screwed. I figured, alright, maybe I can use a Seed Bomb, will him down a little bit more. Nope, Seed Bomb doesn't do nearly enough. Then he hits me with another Crunch, gets another defense drop, and I'm pretty much done at this point. I figured I might as well go for a Synthesis, see what'll happen. But then he gets the Crunch, gets a crit, and another defense drop. Fuck me up the ass. Stay fresh.